Hello, I'm Kyoko Art, and today I am redrawing old art. The sketchbook was from October the 27th to November the 28th of 2023, and the first piece I am redrawing is something I named Bubbles. Um, I'm guessing it's because of the pink spots on it. Basically, I saw this thing on a YouTube video where they would splatter juice all over their art piece and then only line and color within where the juice had spilled. And I wanted to do it, just I didn't have juice because I believe this original piece was done during school, which probably shouldn't have done. But I sketched it on our iPad and I wanted to do line art, but it wasn't giving me the feeling, so I stayed with a sketch just like the original. And the colors were very interesting because they wouldn't match, like because of the pink overlaying them, they wouldn't match the colors. And actually, I turned the pink off a couple times just to see what the colors looked like, and everything was very neon. It was kind of funny. I do lighten the pink later, and you can see that all the colors are quite a bit lighter than what they were. Also, the art contest that I started in April, like the very beginning of April, finished on the 25th, and the winner was Cat Anime Otaku, I think. I think that's how you pronounce her name. But if the prize was a free commission with anything you want, but anyone who participated can send me a picture of the finished illustration over email, and they can get 50% off on any commissions. My commission sheet is in the description and links of my channel. So as you see, I lightened the pink and decided to shade everything else with a grayscale, trying to match the what's it called? The darkness and lightness. The hue is colors. I don't know what it's called, but I tried to match the darkness and lightness of the color saturation of the colors of the gray to the gray. I am not making sense. Anyway, so this next piece is of a bunch of cat girls. I used to draw a lot of animal people, like half furries. I don't know what exactly you call them, but half furries. um, so these ones, it was just in like a simple sketch page, and if you look closely, the cat, the one that actually looks more like a cat than a human, on that page looks like something very creepy, like a demon. So I tried to look up references for, more cute cats, and the arms on the cat that I drew look kind of broken now that I'm looking at it. I should probably draw or practice drawing animals if I want to do that more often. There isn't much to say about this one. It's kind of slow. I should speed that up, but the coloring was pretty simple. I tried to go with a different amount of skin tones, and I decided to render this one a lot more than I did on the sketch page because I think I just had some cheap colored pencils and some liners on that one. And this one was fun. I think my favorite on this page is probably the girl with the green hair, and later she has, a red eye, singular. I don't know if she has an eye under that hair. I don't know what I was thinking. But I think the ears were very fun to render. Like, making them look really soft and like the color fade into the more creamy part on the inside of their ear, and then using an airbrush to make it the fluffy parts. I don't know the cat's anatomy, but I added little accessories to them, and this is the second piece finished. And this one, I think I did a 3-color challenge. No, never mind. This one, I remember this one. Okay, so what I had is I had a word generator pulled up, and I was generating a bunch of words, and I'm trying to remember, but I think the words I got were scarf, skirt, and pen. So I had glasses in there somewhere too. So this is what I came up with, and the anatomy on the original one just looks a little off. So, and like the pose is really stiff. So I wanted to, fix that. The pen in the original one looks kind of like a dip pen, and I did not reference any dip pens, so it probably doesn't look like that anymore. One thing I have been trying to do is having two different colors of highlights, but having one blurred out, and I feel like it fills up more of the hair so that the hair isn't just a flat color with shading. I've also been drawing like more more saturated colors around this shading. You'll see in a minute. I think I added on this one. Yeah, like right here. I had more saturated colors to make the shading pop out. It's something that you often see, like for dark blue shadows, there'll often be a like line of more orange if the light is warm. And it might not make sense the way I am doing it, but I feel like it makes it pop a lot more. This one was fun. I don't know if I was doing like a few colors on it, but the original one didn't have a skin tone. It was just white, so I picked a very light skin tone. And in the end, I thought it'd be fun to draw a rainbow going around for, I don't know why, but okay. And this next one, I actually was really proud of at the time. But again, it's kind of stiff, and her neck seems a little off, like her head is not connected to her neck. It doesn't look like. And she doesn't have legs. I don't know if she's a ghost or she's just floating there or what. Actually, several of my pictures from that sketchbook just don't have legs. They end at the skirt. So either I was obsessed with drawing legless people, or it was supposed to be a stylistic choice where they end at the skirt. And I know I've seen some really pretty artworks where it ends like that, but for mine it just looks a little weird. I didn't draw in the flowers because I kind of actually forgot, and when I looked at the picture again, I'm like, oh, there's flowers. I should, put those in there. You'll see that at the end, and I just kept the shading really simple on this one. I wanted the flowers to more take up the spotlight. You know what? Sometimes I really don't know what I'm talking about. But I really like this one. The original, like, again, as I said, really stiff and just the head is falling off. The eyes on the original were very interesting. It looks like I just used two markers because this is a kind of small sketchbook that I was using. And as you can see, I am starting the flowers. I just splattered a bunch of orange dots everywhere and then drew purple, what's the word? Oh my gosh, petals. Oh my gosh. So I drew purple petals around them, and I lowered the opacity a little and then drew the leaves. I think I should have made the leaves a little either brighter or, yeah, a little less saturated. I feel like they clash with the purple a little too much. This is the fourth picture done. Now this one, I don't know what, I was just messing around on this one. And I actually, from the original sketch that I did in my sketchbook, I changed it a lot. Like, the original sketch that I did in my current sketchbook, not the original, the sketch I did before I transported it into Ibis Paint, had some anatomy problems. Like, it doesn't look like the hand is going into the pocket, which I fixed later, actually, after I color quite a bit. But the original one had elf ears, and I totally forgot that, which I am sorry. But I had drawn a lot of elves, so I kind of did normal ears. I don't know, I'm not talking sense. But this one was really fun. And again, I did the two color ones, and I referenced, I can't remember which picture it was, but it was quite similar to this pose. I think I changed it a little bit. And I flipped the canvas at some point and didn't flip it back. And here I am again outlining the shadows with, instead of I don't know if you call that a warmer color, just a more saturated color to make them pop. And I don't know, I really like how it looks, and it's just a random thing that doesn't really make sense. And this video is going to be a long one. But the original didn't have much movement. Again, it just looked weird. That's often a problem with a lot of my pieces, like now and before is they're kind of stiff, and here's what I fixed so it actually looks like the hand is going into the pocket. An interesting thing I thought I saw in the original is heart pupils, which I have seen so many like really pretty drawings of eyes that I want to recreate, like not recreate, like reference off of, and so many of them I realize have like different shaped pupils. So this is the pirate. I If you saw, it says day 2 pirate. I think I was doing some kind of art challenge which I never finished. I like to start these 30-day to 100-day art challenges and then never finish them. It's a problem. I should probably finish one day. I will finish one. I decided to make her look a little more angry on this one and a little older. I think I was going for older in the original piece, but I had one go-to, and it was a round face and 3 to 4 heads tall, which I hope I have remedied with a little better anatomy that is now 4 to 6 heads tall and has different face shapes. That was one problem with me drawing like male characters, is I couldn't draw male characters because they would look the exact same as female characters. It just was weird. So I haven't drawn boys. Like, I've drawn boys in my sketchbook quite a lot, just not for a video in a while, I believe. So I should, study the anatomy of boys. That sounds so weird. But what was that banging noise? Something just banged. What was that? Okay, so this one, I feel like the handle, she looks really stiff holding the sword in this new one and in the old one. And the old one's clothes don't look like they exactly fit her. But I didn't have her standing in a box. I just didn't. It wouldn't fit on my sketchbook because my sketchbook is small and the anatomy that I draw is taller now. I just put a square behind her with I think that's an ocean. I don't know, I put different colors. So this one is actually another one of those art challenges. I think the same one. It just gave me a word. I think day 2 was pirate, day 1 was magical girl or something, and day 3 was purple. And so I made a purple character, which I unoriginally named Murasaki, which means purple in Japanese, I believe. I might be missing a couple syllables or adding some, like Midoriya from Boku no Hero. I was like taking inspiration off of his name, where, oh my gosh, I can't talk, where Midori means green and they added ya. So I might have added something, I can't remember. So Murasaki, she is extremely purple. She has dark purple hair, light pinkish purple. Is that a color? Pinkish purple skin. And her dress is actually a blue purple. It's a cool purple. A much cooler purple, but it looks blue. That is a interesting thing about color, where it looks so different put next to each other. Like, if you put a light gray dot on black, it looks so bright. But if you put that same color, like if you put that same color down and then put a white dot in the middle, the light gray looks much darker than it does on the black, which is really interesting. I can't remember what it's called, but it definitely, like, when you put different colors together, you should probably, I don't often do this, but you should probably make sure those colors, like, depending on the colors, they look good together. I don't know what I'm saying. But I did something different with the clothing, and I put like lighter color and lowered the opacity. The background were just a bunch of dots, and I really feel like I have improved a lot on these. It was very fun drawing these, and I really hope to see you next time. Bye!